Peace. What's up? It's the word man, Gary Lime. Alright, so this goes out to my man Dano. Dano, you had asked me to send you, I think, pictures of whatchamacallit, of the work you did, of yours that I have. And I was like, alright, cool, I could do that. But, like, I could also just send you a video of, like, the cool stuff. So I thought you might like a video instead, because I'm kind of, like, I figured it'd be a little nicer. I don't know. Call me in the middle, like, just about wrapping up writing for the night. I gotta probably watch a movie, then come back and do more writing tonight. I gotta do some editing work on a friend's novel. But if it's alright with you, I'm gonna take you on this little tour of the apartment, of my room rather, my little writing station, and that's gonna and I'll just show you all the pieces of yours I got up and stuff I got out and stuff I'm working on. Just a real quick little video. We gonna do it while Dilla playing in the background and while we got Mike here dancing with the zombies. All right, so this right here is the writing station. In case you can't figure that out, you know, this is where the word man sits. Dano, you know this, that the art station is surrounded by sentinels and like artwork of the sentinels and stuff. So this is basically the sentinel wall, for lack of a better description. Kind of give you a little brief run over. We got right there from one of the early issues of X Factor, one of the comics, or one of the comic cards. We got Jim Lee's joint in the background. That's, by the way, right there, cool little postcard of the Roots that someone sent me. Shout out to my main man Pat. Actually, it was my main man Pat who sent me that. Pretty cool, right? We got hairbands, we got buttons, we got my Criterion card. We got more sentinels. Bang, 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 bang. Show you what else we got over here, though. We got the Rashomon German movie poster. Pretty badass. And of course, we got Dr. J, Mr. Julius Erving, #6, one of the greatest Philly legends of all time. And then you'll notice next to Dr. J is none other than your year one brother Voodoo. I love this joint, and I intentionally keep the space around Dr. J very sacred. Like, I don't like fooling. Like, I like to have, like, that's why I have so much empty space around Dr. J, because I can only have cool shit next to Dr. J. So when I was like, saw the brother Voodoo joint, and I was like, yeah, that's going in there. You know, that's got to go next to Dr. J. Which I think we can all agree, by the way, that would be the greatest Marvel team-up of all time. You know, 1974, Dr. J and Brother Voodoo. It'd be awesome. What else we got over here we can show you? By the way, we got nothing but Dilla Jones in the background. This is, you know this is Think Twice, I ain't gotta tell you. Wolverine vs. the X-Men. We got a little bit of Philly love down here in the corner with the Liberty Bell. Ringing loud and clear. We got Days of Future Past right there. You may notice there's a giant empty space right here. That's the reason for that empty space is because I had a Dave Fox piece of Master Mold there. Because again, keeping with the Sentinels thing. And then it's been up there for like 5-6 years, and then it fell twice in 2 weeks. So I figure if it falls twice in 2 weeks, I ain't putting it back up there. So that space is going to be empty for a little while. We got Eddie and the Cruisers, one of my top 5 favorite films of all time. Rhymes up in the place, true indeed. Sorry. We got Creature from the Black Lagoon. We got our clapboard, and then we'll also notice a certain particular joint right there. Oh, sucky. I think this might be the first piece of yours I bought, Mr. Dano. I remember buying this at a convention. I think it was in here in Brooklyn or New York. I might have that mistaken, though. But I remember buying it in any case. That I remember. But I don't remember exactly where the convention was. And it's a dope piece. I really like this joint. It's really cool. We got Jackie Robinson right here. Jackie Robinson, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Broken color barrier. And just a legend. I ain't gotta tell you about that. One of my favorite pieces I got here, and I think you know that, Mr. Dano, right here, right on the corner of my writing station, is the Sentinels versus Generation X. I really like this joint. This joint makes me very happy. And you can see, we even got the purple metal. I don't think you can hear it, but like, that's metal right there. Purple metal, just like the Sentinel. I was very happy about that. What else we got here? We got my man's novel that I'm in the middle of editing. I'm editing a friend's novel. That's literally what I was working on before and after this video. We got our elephant right here. This is actually about the size of a shoebox. It's all made from one piece of wood. Pretty fly. Of course, Mr. Victor Von Freeze, the God. We all know I'm a big fan of Mr. Freeze. Oh, and don't forget, I didn't forget, Dano. Me and Ty are gonna be doing that, like, who can write the better Batman comic, round 2, with Mr. Freeze as the villain. And, you know, we're all really excited about it. We just haven't had the chance to coordinate schedules to get it done yet, but we're gonna do it. In any case, there's that right there. We got Ken Griffey Jr. We got the laser disc for the Third Man. Todd got me this. Shout out to little brother Todd. Next joint I gotta show you. This is kind of cool. So over here to the left, we got Ichiro Suzuki, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. Personal favorite of mine. This right here, in case you're curious, is a couple, I guess they're called Chinese, like, relaxation balls or something. Basically, what you do is you just kind of take them and then you kind of go like this with them, and it's supposed to help with it's supposed to help with like the pain and the wrist pain from writing and stuff. It's really helpful. I swear by it. So I'm assuming it would work for you as well, as far as, you know, getting like about like with helping like your wrist from writing and all that stuff. But I put the question, John, that you did back here. I liked having him in the shadow. Like, initially it was the question action figure back here, and it was a nice kind of like symmetry with Ichiro up front and Vic Sage in the back. But like, once you did the drawing for me, I was like, well, forget that, I'm putting the drawing back there. You know what I mean? That drawing's ill. And the other cool thing is that, I'm sure you can see it in the video, like, there's a shadow line that goes just underneath his chin. Like, that was just a happy accident. Like, that just had, like, I didn't know that was gonna happen until I basically put it in the shelf, and then, like, it just looks awesome, because the idea of the question coming out of the shadow, you got the smoke behind him. I'm very happy. And you know I love the little Ditko question mark. You know I'm a fan of that. We talked about that, Pa. And then, what else we got over here? We got Gary's Health and Beauty Products. Nah, there's vitamins and whatever else. We got, Miles Davis with Louis Mal over there. This is from the recording session for the movie Elevator to the Gallows, the only score Miles Davis ever worked on. And then, a little MC Squared action in the background. We got, this, by the way, in case you're curious, is the shelf where I keep all my notebooks that I'm currently working on. Notebooks that I'm not currently working on go in a box, but that's neither here nor there. And on the shelf for all the comic book related stuff, we got the one, there he is right there in the flesh, air quotes, Mr. Alan Moore. I figured, you know, if I'm going to put the Alan Moore joint anywhere, I'm going to put it on the shelf with all the comic book stuff. I mean, naturally, right? Quick detour of all the artwork that's up. So this is essentially what I've been working on for the past 2 weeks-ish, you know what I mean? It's sort of like the stuff I've had out for the past 2 weeks that I haven't had the chance to put away for whatever reason. This right here is my favorite. This right here is my favorite J Dilla beat. Turn it up, whatever. But nah, I love this beat. I have no idea what he's saying. Just real quick run through here. We got like our calendar, of course. Great movie, The Killing. Highly recommended. Great Stanley Kubrick movie. So this I can tell you, basically, out of all the pieces of yours I have, I can't seem to find a good spot for M-plate. Like, and I think it's because of the frame, because like I found a couple spots to put them, but then when I put them there, he either falls or he keeps knocking something else over. It's a whole thing. And then, like, there's that one, which I'm really amazed by. I don't know how you got that kind of, like, I don't know how you got that kind of detail in there. That's amazing. That's exactly what I look like. And, but I can't seem to find a good spot to hang up a picture of myself in my writing station. But yeah, like I said, I try to, I think how to put it. I'm turning the camera towards me so you can see me when I'm talking. I try to think of the writing station as like a museum. And like a museum, the art pieces change every few seasons. Cause, you know, why keep the same stuff up? Especially if you got a lot of stuff. So like every few seasons I change, you know, this piece with that piece or whatever. And, I don't know, it's just a cool thing. I think it's a cool way to do it. So all of your work at some point has been up on these walls here. And then the current stuff is obviously current. We're going to come back around to that. Other stuff I'm working on, let's see. We got ourselves short story I wrote that my nephew titled. I'm editing that right now. I'm studying another great movie, Michael Clayton. I'm actually studying the screenplay. That's a really good screenplay. I'm really sad about Denny O'Neil dying, so, like, you know, I'm rereading his book just to, you know, get back close to it. What else we got here? I just bought this a couple days ago. I'm looking forward to it, you know, whatever. So this is kind of dope. So Sam Glanzman is one of those, I guess he's like a Silver Age, it's a Silver Age, Golden Age, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought here. He's basically a comic book illustrator from the 40s and 50s. Did a bunch of war comics, but a bunch of really good war comics, too. And then, naturally, like everybody else, he started drawing dinosaurs. Word. And they had a big Kickstarter for him, so they got a bunch of his stuff's been kind of showing up at shops and stuff. And I ain't missing a chance to buy cool stuff. So, there we are with that. Movies we've been watching recently, you know I'm a big movie nut. We got The Red House with Edward G. Robinson, underrated classic. Fireman's Ball, part of the Czech New Wave. Great flick. Violent Years, which is a really ridiculous movie. I can't call it good, but it is awesome. The Apartment, one of my top 10 Jones of all time. Probably top 5. Oh, that beat dropped. I didn't even expecting it. Carnal Knowledge, of course. A little old school Nicholson. Great horror movie. Black Cat, Call Off Lugosi. Straw Dogs, a really uncomfortable movie. It's good, but it's uncomfortable to watch. It make you feel away. But yeah, that's the movie on the movie end of things. So this right here, I'm working on a book that I'm calling Uncanny Cinema, and this is my notebook for it, with of course the great Norma Desmond on the cover. I'm doing research on the 1908 baseball season for a potential writing job. Of course, Cthulhu, all praise. I'm working on a documentary on Magritte, which we're currently calling Two Lovers versus the Illuminated Man. Staying busy. I just bought this Gil Scott-Heron book today. It's just a book of his poetry. It's an older copy. I've never seen it before. But the ill piece is that, like, it's basically a lot of the poems from a lot of his songs. So, like, you know, that's kind of cool. Lady Day and Coltrane, and Small Talk at 125 and Lennox is a banger. The Bottle, which is a classic. I've actually sung that a few times. And Painted Black. It's great. I was really excited about that. Eyes, look into her eyes. Sorry. This right here, okay, quick curious. This is the 100-year anniversary of the Negro Leagues. So I've been doing more research on this giant doorstop of a book. Needed research on poisons, so, you know, there you go. And then, banger. So, George Russell's Lydian Chromatic Scale. I can't begin, turn it this way so you can see me. So I can't begin to explain what the Lydian chromatic concept is, because it's just way too complicated, and even I don't understand well enough to explain it. But basically it's a way of doing scale progressions in music, particularly in jazz, that doesn't necessarily follow the general A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but sort of a chromatic scale. George Russell basically pitched this idea to Miles Davis, and Miles Davis used it to make Kind of Blue. So, you want to know how good of a concept it is? Miles Davis thought it was dope. I'm I'm really intrigued by it. So what I'm doing is I'm reading his book on the subject in hopes that I can then use those basically then use those concepts to write a novel with. You know, just try to write something in a, like, if you can imagine writing novels like writing music, then this is going to be this next novel I work on is going to be a novel of using this particular scale and concepts and these ideas. Hopefully, theoretically, who knows? I'll probably screw it up between now and then. Anyhow, so that's basically what we've been working on low these past few weeks. Over here we got the guitar, of course, and it's a really cool Bruce Lee lobby card. But over here in particular, stuff I think you're really going to enjoy. I got to try to get it in the shot. There we are. That's right. Mr. Davos vs. Iron Fist. Holla. I'm really hype about this, dude. I like it just looks mad cool, and I got really nice frames for it too. Normally I just get frames that I like, but these are like nice frames that I like. like I spent money on these frames. But nah, it was something where normally I don't I'm trying to keep him in the shot while I talk about him. Normally I don't what am I saying? Normally I don't put up more than one piece of the same character. I don't know. It turned into one of those weird rules that I follow, but there's no way I can pass up on that, man. That just looks too hot not to put that there. So we got them there. What else do we got over here I can show you? We got Jimi Hendrix. My mom got me that John, and then Claudia hooked me up with the werewolf, Claudia Chow. You know Claudia. That's there. We got one of your pieces right here. There we are. That's right. Mr. Soaring Cardiac and Doctor Strange hanging out above the mirror, as you can see. What up? Ooh, not losing that weight yet. But there we are. We mad hype about that, John. Then over here we got more books and whatnot. But top shelf, you're gonna notice something fly in the background. Oh, there's the bull, Gritty. I fucking love that Gritty, John. It's so, it was great. Is my man Jim, I showed him a picture of it, and he was like, I don't know why a hockey mascot would have fire in the background, but it works. And I was like, you're damn right it does. I put him over here because I really liked the composition with my Stations of the Elevated movie ticket, with Shang-Chi, with the Phillies Garden Gnome, and then the E.J.J. Edwards article on President Grover Cleveland. I just liked the composition of the whole piece, and I thought it looked perfect with Gritty there. For me, that's how I felt anyway when I looked at it. But we got that there, and then what else we got? Well, we got the bull, Shakespeare with the heaviest gold chain you've ever seen, because Shakespeare roll heavy. Let's see, we got our pens, and then we got M-plate right here. This is actually where I had your M-plate drawing. I had it here I was really trying to make it work right here, but it kept falling over, and then when it would fall over, it would it would start like breaking stuff, and I was just like, so I got to figure out a spot for that. And then of course we got Mr. John Wayne right here. Fun fact: Stalin plotted to kill John Wayne. Bet you didn't know that. But other than that, like I said, you get your quick little overview. Well, the empty wall right here. I haven't put anything up over there. I haven't managed over there yet. But, yeah, man, that's what we got going on for you. And back here to Mike. And, like I said, I hope this video... Like I said, I know you wanted me to send you some JPEGs of the art and stuff. I thought it would be cooler just to take a little video and kind of walk you through the joint. Hopefully you agree. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. That's what I'm working on. That's what some of the pieces are you got. And, oh, yeah, center stage. Probably one of my favorite Dilla joints. But, no, I was gonna say, but yeah, I hope this was like a cool little trip for you to take. Nice little 20-minute break out of your day. And, yeah, I hope you're doing good. Hope Philly's being live. I expect nothing less. And, yeah, that's it.